Okay, today we're going to do a test about all about shower tents and keeping clean. Is the $1,000 one actually worth the money, or this one for a few hundred? Will it do a better job? Today we're putting 3 of them up against each other. We're going to find out which one is actually better. Is the expensive one worth it, or does the cheap one just simply not cut it? Have you ever been out in the bush and you've been having a shower at the beach and the wind's howling through the shower tent, or the silhouette at night time, you can see everything? You'll know the quality of a good shower tent when you see one. Now, today we're going to put 3 against each other. These are 3 that I own. Full disclosure, there's no sponsorship here. I have bought all 3 of these. So today we have with us the Bushcompany, called the Outhouse shower tent, and we have the Joolca pop-up ensuite. The Kickass one is not actually here. The minute it's back at the shed at home on the camper trailer. We didn't bring the camper trailer today, but we are going to show that separately. With so many options available, what is good value for money? Do you get what you pay for? Let's find out. So look, today's all about the shower tents. We do use the one hot water system we have forever. It's the Companion Aqua Heat right here. If you want us to do a review in that, please do drop a comment below. And to give us a subscribe while you're there. It doesn't take much. Just press that little subscribe button. It does us the world of good. I really appreciate it. That's the Companion Aqua Heat. That's the one we use. Not talking about it today. All right, let's talk about the Bushcompany one. So this mounts to the outside of the car. Big advantages there. You can pack it away when it's wet. It's not taking up any room inside, and it's always there. You don't forget to pack it. You don't need to worry about it. It's just there, it's done. It's always in the same spot. The way I've configured this is I've put it on a swing away bracket that comes off the rooftop tent. Now, this was an absolute pain for me to mount because the bracket didn't match the tent. Had to make it match, and it was quite painful, but once it's done, it's done. It's still not probably my ideal solution. It's a little bit clunky to close and open, but look, it does do the job. This one also does come with a floor in this bag, and it obviously sits underneath the shower, and it's got a drain in all 4 corners so the water will run away and your feet stay clean at least. Super easy to set up, super easy to pack up. All right, let's talk about the Joolca. Now, the reason I bought this is when I go camping with the family, if we are just in the rooftop tent, my wife did want somewhere to change. So this has got a dry side and a wet side, so that's pretty cool. You do have to unpack it and set it up every time. It is a little bit more clunky than just the shower tent. You do have to pull all these clickers together and pull things out. You will have to peg it down. So, you know, all in all, it's a bigger setup. And when you pack it up, you've got to make sure it's dry, because you don't want to pack it up in the wet because it goes inside the car, takes up more room. It is quite a larger bag, so there's trade-off everywhere. But it's a nice big unit when it's up. You don't have to worry if you're driving away for the day. You can leave it, come back to it later on. It can hold your campsite if you're just in a rooftop tent. So it does have its advantages too. So magically, we're back at the shed now. We have mounted the Kickass one on the camper trailer roof basket. Now, it's super easy to mount. It's the same as the Bushcompany one. It doesn't have a roof. We did have to buy a floor separately, but essentially same sort of idea. Can mount to the roof racks, can mount to the rooftop tent. In this case, can mount to a cage. It's pretty flexible where you can mount these things. All right, let's talk about build quality. Now, the Bushcompany one, it's the best. The canvas feels good, the stitching's good, the zips are heavy, heavy duty. Everything's powder coated, everything clicks together nicely. I have found one flaw though, and this bar has slid out of me a couple of times. So I am gonna have to try and find a solution to fix that, because that's something that I'm not very happy with. I think that just might be my one, maybe not everyone. The disadvantages of this is it's heavy. I don't know exactly the weight, I'm sure you can find it online, but this is a heavy, heavy shower tent, especially when it's up on the roof, on the rooftop tent side. You can definitely know that there's an extra bit of weight on the side of it. But the build quality is second to none with these, so you do get what you pay for as far as quality goes with the Bushcompany. Let's talk about the Joolca. So it's a nylon, it's not canvas. Perfectly good build quality though. The first time we used it, Trent managed to fall into it and break one of the zips. So we've had to zippy tie the bottom off it so it doesn't come undone again. But apart from that, if it stood up to that, it'll stand up to a lot. The build quality, look, it's good. Everything just snaps into place. It doesn't have any issues so far that I've seen. We have used this a few times. It's windproof. It's probably not the thickest nylon in the world, but it's same as every other nylon. Like, it's no different to any of the pop-up tents or any of the pop-up en-suites that you get. It's probably just the same. I can't fault it. Now for the Kickass one, look, it's definitely built to a budget. This one's an older one. There is a new version out of this. We've had this for a few years. Look, this is a lot thinner than the Bushcompany. There has been a couple of cases at nighttime where there's been light shining behind it and you can see a bit of a silhouette, so definitely not as thick. This is a lot lighter though, which is good. It feels just a budget build. There's nothing wrong with it. It does what it's supposed to do. We've actually had this and used this for probably 5 years now, so it's definitely lasted the test of time, and it does what it's supposed to do. It does what we bought it for, which is amazing. Just when you put the two of them side by side, Bushcompany one, you know, north of 1,000, this one about 200, you can definitely see where the differences are. All right, let's talk about features and benefits and all that sort of stuff. So the Bushcompany one, what I love about this tent is at the front here, it's got a door. Look at that. You don't have to duck in like you have to do with the other sort of shower tents like this. It's got a door so you can actually just walk in, which is nice, and close it. Now when you're in here, there's some cool things in here. It does have a roof which you can open up here. We'll go on top of you. It's got little pockets for all your shampoos. There's a zip here, so I use that because I set the hot water system on the back of the tray, so I can turn the hot water system on and off nicely. More pockets on this side. It does come with a floor, so you, as I said before, you can stand on it. So all in all, this is a really, really well thought out piece of kit, and it's something that you're definitely not going to see through when you're showering at night time and see that silhouette that nobody wants to see. All right, let's talk about the Joolca. I really like this tent. It's got 2 rooms to start with. It's got built-in floors. Now, with the built-in floors, all around the edges of them are mesh so the water can run off. It's got a little tab in the middle of it that you could pull up when you're finished to let all the water run off more. Both rooms, you've got a skylight you can open up. There's windows you can open up. Here, there's a big laundry basket bag, so you can put all your dirty clothes in there. You can use this as a toilet cubicle too, so you can put toilet roll and stuff down there. When you move into the main shower bit, there's a whole wall for shampoos and toothbrushes and face cloths and all that stuff. It's got little hooks coming up the side, so there is an entrance port at the bottom, so you can sneak the shower head up, and it's got its own hook at the top here to hook the shower head right in the middle, which I really like. So there's plenty of hooks around the place to hook lights or that sort of stuff onto. There's another, I use this one here to turn the hot water system on and off. I just put it on a table outside there. And again, windows if you don't want people to see you in this side. One more thing, but up here there is a shelf that you can set. I normally set my towel up there so that it stays dry out of the way. So there's plenty of features in this tent, and the fact that you've got a door in the middle to separate them two, so when you are having your shower in there, this side stays dry. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. All right, so to get into this one, the zip does stop there, so you do have to do the duck. It has the zip down flap here, so you can reach in through to turn the hot water system on and off. It does still have pockets. Clearly, as I said before, it doesn't have a roof. You do have to buy a floor, but there is a floor available for them. Reflective inside, look, it does what it's supposed to do. The brief was shower in the outside so nobody can see you. Tick, it does it. All right, let's talk value for money. So look, this is expensive. This is over $1,000, but the old saying, buy once, cry once, definitely applies here. If you are out chucking a lap, or you're using this every weekend, or certainly many times a year, this is absolutely worth it, because it's not gonna let you down. It's gonna last forever. This will probably outlast the car. But if you're a once a year camper or twice a year camper and you're having this hanging off your car all year, it's gonna cause fuel economy issues. Plus, you're not really going to get the value from it because you're only using it a couple of times a year. A probably cheaper one will do just as good a job for the 2 or 3 times a year you're using it. So definitely think about this and how much you're going to use it. All right, let's talk about the Joolca. So this definitely does punch above its weight as far as what you get value for money. It's not a lot of money. It is more expensive than some of the pop-up en-suites. It is a 2-room tent. It is easy to set up, and it kind of has more features that punches above its weight when it comes to the car owning shower tents. I haven't had it for long enough now. I've probably only used this a handful of times, so I don't know what the longevity of it's like, but so far, so good. So look, if you're just getting into camping, or you don't have a shower tent yet and you don't really have the budget for something flash, this is absolutely going to do the job. It definitely comes in about 200 bucks or so when I looked at it. This one, as I said, has been superseded, but 5 years into it for 200 bucks, you can't go wrong. Seriously, it's still doing what it's supposed to do. Admittedly, this doesn't get used every weekend, but it still gets used and has been used heaps, still going. So which one is worth it? Well, If you're just getting into camping or you don't want to spend a lot of money in a shower tent, the Kickass one will absolutely do the job. There's nothing wrong with it. It sits on the side of your car. It's not too heavy. It's easy to set up. It's easy to pack up. It does what it says on the tin. It'll last for as long as you probably need it to. If you want to go up a little bit further, you step into something like the Joolca, which has got a lot more features. It does a lot more things, but again, it is a nylon pop-up tent. How long that'll last too, I'm not sure. If you're traveling Australia and you're in and out of your car every day and you're showering every day, this thing's never going to let you down. This is money well spent in my opinion, and it will last you for the whole trip and then some. So it's horses for courses. All right, so which one would you pick? Well, look, let me tell you, I own both of these. This is not sponsored, as I said. I find myself throwing the Joolca in more times than not now because I just like the flexibility of it. The Bushcompany one I find myself not using as much, but it is a cracking tent. So for my money, if you've got room in your car and you like having 2 rooms and the convenience of all that, the Joolca for me wins. So anyway, that's my opinion. Thank you very much for watching. Please, before you go, subscribe because I would really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one.